I found a damaged Pokemon card on the ground, rescued it, and wondered, what would the grade of this card be? After recently doing a video where I graded poorly conditioned Pokemon cards, I decided I wanted to grade more badly conditioned cards with a few mint ones as well. But first, this is a base set pack of Pokemon cards. Very, very beautiful. Going to one of y'all at home. Subscribe to this channel, leave a like on this video, and let me know if you have one card from your collection that you could get graded. What would that card be for a chance to get a base set pack of cards? But we have the box right here. Graded the cards from Beckett Grading Services, just as I did in the previous video. We're gonna go one at a time, check out what card was graded, and see what will the grade be on a new Guess That Grade. So without further ado, trying to make sure we don't get spoiled by showcasing the top of it right here, let's see what the first card is. Oh, you can already see the breaks in the card. It is, okay, so this is the Raichu Fossil. Are you ready for the first grade? What is this one gonna be? As you can see those bends already. Let's actually try to take it out first. And so you can just see how bad it is just on the back. It's a 1.5. Oh my gosh. These cards have just been in either random collections that I've purchased through the years. I don't know how they get this bad, but I thought this would be fun. The surface has an all-time low for a score of, I can't even get it to focus. It doesn't want to be in focus here. A 0.5 for the surface and a 1 point. Fair is being lightly here. So I got, of course, my trusty blacklight. Not that this is really gonna help out most, but just if it helps accentuate these lovely bends in the card. As you can see, it's just like, was this in a pocket or something? Clearly, Raichu deserves a lot better. Let's take a look at the back so you can see that. Clearly, there's a lot of bends, a lot of whitening. The card centering, I didn't even check. The centering got a 9.5. No matter what, you can't get higher than I think it's like a point higher than the lowest score. So even though the corners somehow got an 8. The corners somehow got an 8 on this thing. Edges got a 5 and the surface is just like beyond repair. So a Raichu Fossil comes in at 1. Can we beat that? Can we get any lower? Let's check out the next card. Now, like I said, some of these are mint. This one may be it. Hey, it's the first edition base set Squirtle that I pulled recently. A beautiful Squirtle! Now let's check out what this gets. A 9.5. Look at that. So we have, it's all 9.5s except the corners. The centering even got a 9.5, and it doesn't look exactly like perfect center. I'm not gonna complain. So wait, it says the corners get a 9. That's what the black light really comes in, is that's a perfect corner. Little whitening there. Sorry, I'm going a little too fast. And that's a perfect corner. I've seen much worse corners get 9.5s, which it wouldn't change the score even if it was. One thing to note though, it says thick 3D gray stamp. I mean, there's different variations of this stamp here? Does that mean like, no way! I didn't even notice that when I was opening up the cards in the video. I don't know how I can possibly show you this any better, but there's different variations of the stamp. So this is extra special. It's a 3D where like the actual printing where I guess they helped when they were trying to print the 3D stamp and like line it on the card, but they missed. So it makes it have a little 3D variation to it. That is so cool. That makes this really cool. And it's a gray stamp, which I did notice in the video. That's awesome. And it got a great score, so I can't complain about that. So we got more bad ones, more good ones coming up. And this is probably it's the Japanese Pikachu one that I pulled from the 15th anniversary box. Be very, very careful. Look at that beautiful Pikachu. Like, even its cheeks are red right now. Let's take a look after we take it out of this. Really hoping, you can probably already see it. Let's just check a 9.5, but oh no! What? It is 10s in every single category except the centering. Got a 9. But you're telling me the centering on this, or was it it was this one, was a 9.5, and this is a 9 centering. If this had a 0.5, this would be a pristine 10 card. Granted, rating changes and is obviously subjective. I guess it's definitely more off-center on the back. Otherwise, everything else is a perfect 10, except the centering. Guys, let me know. Do you think that this deserves just a bump up in 0.5 in centering? Especially when comparing it to this card that got a 0.5, 9.5, which seems more blue on that side compared to that side for sure. Wow. Regardless, this beautiful card, which I pulled from the 15th anniversary Pokemon box, would definitely get a PSA 10. So that's really cool to see. Very cool. All right, let's move on because we got lots to go. And let's see. We got, it's the Ancient Mew card. Let's see those bends. And let's see if we can beat that 1.5. Look at all those bends. It's still a 1.5 for this one. Oh my gosh, but look, the corner's got a that would probably do it. I should probably actually look at these cards ahead of time when I submit. I mean, I just grabbed some of the worst condition ones that were in the binder. Centering got a 9.5. Pats on back for that. The corner's got a 1. How is like that not just an auto 0? Surface got a 0.5. Edges got a 6. I love this card. Well, even this one in its condition. Look at those corners. What happened to that? It's like a dog bit it or something. I thought this would be a fun one to submit though, just of how iconic of a card this is. Look at that, it's like a disco ball with how many grooves and bends it has. Well, join the 1.5 parade over here. Let's continue, but oh no. I feel, what is this? What is Beckett Authenticated and Services, maybe? What card is this gonna be then? Oh, it's the Dark Persian card that has all the scribble on it and stuff. Oh man, so this one didn't get graded. That's unfortunate. I mean, there's no bends in it, but I thought it would be funny to try to get this one graded. I mean, it's terrible condition. Like, look at all the edges of it and everything. But obviously, you got that lovely pen mark. I can't tell you how many cards I've seen in the past that were just drawn on as a kid. Dark Persian's not the rarest card, but this is still a very, very beautiful looking card. And cool just to see that, it's, well, not the writing on it. So that's unfortunate. So there goes that one for non-grading. And it just says BAS on here. And I don't want to show the back of this because it has some information on it. It doesn't say anything else on here except like the order number on it. So let's continue, unfortunately, with that one. This one looks like a mint one. It's the first edition Pikachu that I pulled from the same base set pack. Okay, it's a Pikachu! All right, let's check it out and see it's a 9. I would have hoped better for that. A corner's got an 8.5. But looky, it's the 3D gray stamp. So not only is it gray stamp, it's again. It is a 3D. That one's more so than the Squirtle one. That's awesome. What a combo. Gray stamp and 3D, but it got 9.5s in every category except corners got, I always look to the back because that's more prominent. That corner's perfect except down here, which I would qualify that as the edge. At least I would think. A little whitening there. Like, very minuscule whitening on that corner. That corner looks perfect, and that one looks perfect too. So maybe it's on the front? There's no way that should get an 8.5, because if that was bumped up to a 9, this would be a 9.5. Again, very subjective when it comes to grading, and I'm obviously biased, but trying to look at it here, just obviously, quick glance. I don't have the little magnifying glass and stuff because I couldn't do that on camera, but I think this should get a better score than 9, but very cool that we have found out that we have 3D gray stamps on both the Squirtle and the Pikachu. Does that mean my Venusaur, which I got graded, the first edition one? Later on, we'll find out. First edition Venusaur. But I want to remind everybody, a base set, limited pack. One of y'all at home, first edition. No, it's not first edition. Base set unlimited. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like. Let me know if you have a card that you'd like to get graded, what would it be? All right, plenty more cards to go. We have, oh no, not again. One of these, that means they just service unavailable. Is it gonna be the one? Oh, please don't. It is. Well, let me just check this real quick. Yeah, it's just an X on there. This is the card that I found, guys. I tried. I told you all on my Twitter. When I found this outside the gym that I go work out at, I was like, I will rescue it and try to get it graded. Obviously, after I submitted it, I was like, well, there's no front of it, so how are they exactly gonna grade it? Because it's not a specific card. But it's a real card, because you can see the front somehow moved over, probably from being wet. There's like the little middle ink part, the black part. When you tear a card, you can see that in the middle. Well, I'll let this part of the base set pack that y'all can get. Let me know, what grade would you give? Missing no. What grade would you give missing no? 0 for surface or 0.5? I'll let you be the deciders of that. But there is the card. I tried, guys. I tried. All right. We got more. We got more bad ones. We got more good ones. This one looks like it's one of the good ones. Maybe the first edition. Venusaur, yes. Let's see what we got. And it's a Venusaur base set holographic. We have just pulled one of the big 3. Are you ready? A 9, what? Oh my gosh, Surface got an 8.5. And it's not even a gray, well, I knew it was not a gray stamp, but it's not a 3D one. Oh man. Why did this get centering? Centering got a 9, edges 9, corners 9. Surface got an 8.5. Let's do some mystery solving here as much as possible and see why did this get what it did? Little whitening there. Little speck of whitening at the top. It looks good. Little speck there. I don't know if that's dust or not. And then try to really see if there's anything on the surface. Those surface scores are always when there's something you just don't know what it's going to be. Or like what it is. Unless there's some scratches or something. I don't know if I noticed any. Well, I'm still happy because I pulled this one, the first edition Venusaur from the pack. Video is still up if you'd like to go watch it. And, you know, it's very cool to have this thick stamp, a thick boy, first edition base set Venusaur. All right, I think we may have just one more. So this one's probably, yep, there we go. Look at that one. Can we beat the 0.5 or the 1.5? No, it's not. It's 1.5s all around for the Venomoth holographic. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, that's... Surface, again, got a 0.5. Corners got a 7. Edges 7. And centering got a 9.5. But look at that. So a Venomoth with a massive tear / bend through the middle. How does that not just get auto 0? There's some bends down there. I mean, you could, I don't even need to go through it. There's so much wrong with this card. But it's still beautiful in its own right. because it's a Venomoth holographic from Jungle. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please click on the video above me to check out the previous poorly conditioned card video. Stay awesome, stay positive, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.